Hey, what's going on, everyone? Strider's back with another pre-game stats breakdown. So starting off on the red team, we are going to have a Nidalee, Vayne, Shaco, and Elise versus the blue team, who has Misfortune, Hecarim, Riven, Malphite, and Taric. So at the top lane, we're going to have a great match with Leopard versus Malphite. Now, Leopard mains AD carry while Malphite mains jungle, so no one's really going to have a big advantage. But Leopard has been played by this person 7 times, as to where Malphite's been played by this person 13 times. So not even a lot of games played. The overall win percentage of the Leopard, though, is 76.9%, which is huge. And the Malphite's overall win percentage is 59.2%, which is also really good. I think I'm going to have to give the advantage to the Leopard on this one just because 76.9% is insane. So definitely means he's doing something right, that's for sure. But then if we take a look at the mid lane, we are going to have Nidalee versus the fabled Riven. Very, very weird picks. But Nidalee does main caster while Riven mains top, although Riven is kind of a top lane champion. She can be played mid, I suppose. Nidalee has been played by this person 142 times, which is absolutely ridiculous. And Riven's been played by this person 278 times, which is also absolutely ridiculous. The overall win percentage of the Nidalee is 53.58%, and the average win percentage of the Riven is 51.9%. I think I'm going to give this advantage to the Nidalee as well. I think once she hits 6, I don't believe Riven's going to be able to do too much to her. But then if we take a look into the jungle, we're going to have a Shaco versus Hecarim. Now Shaco mains AD carry while Hecarim mains jungle. This should give Hecarim quite a big advantage. Shaco's been played by this person 97 times, as to where Hecarim's only been played by this person 9 times. So Shaco, even though he mains AD carry, he definitely plays Shaco a whole heck of a lot, that is for sure. And Hecarim mains jungle, but he has not been played by this person very frequently. The overall win percentage of the Shaco is 53.37%, as to where the Hecarim's average win percentage is 52.45%. So a little bit of advantage going to the Shaco. I think I'll probably give it to him anyway, just because I really like Shaco. He's one of my favorite champions. Super, super fun. But then last but not least, of course, the bottom lane, we're going to have Vayne versus Misfortune. Vayne mains AD carry while MF mains caster. This should give Vayne a pretty big advantage. Vayne's been played by this person 39 times, and also it's Chaox from TSM, which is going to put Misfortune at a huge, even bigger disadvantage. She's only been played by this person 10 times. Makes me even more worried. Not even going to worry about the percentages. I think I'm going to give this advantage to the Vayne. And when we take a look at the supports, we're going to have Elise, which is a very weird support pick, versus the Taric, which is a lot more standard. Elise actually mains support, and Taric mains jungle. This should give Elise, again, a pretty big advantage. Elise has been played by this person 10 times, as to where Taric's been played by this person 15 times. The average win rate of the Elise is 51.04, as to where the Taric's average win rate is 57.29%. So Taric definitely has a little bit bigger of an advantage, but I think the fact that Elise mains support is going to give her a significant advantage. So let's go ahead and get in the game and see what happens. I'm pretty sure that overall red team on paper looks a lot better than the blue team. So let's go ahead and get in the game and see what happens. Hey, what's up, everybody? Strider's back with another slice of ELO Heaven. Very possible that I will be changing the name of the show sometime soon, just because you can't really see ELO anymore. So I'm a little bit worried about that whole thing. Ooh, we could have a nice little bit of action. No, they're actually not going to pinch him in. They did have a little bit of damage that they probably could have front-loaded onto him, but it wouldn't have been anything crazy. I don't think that they really wanted to follow him into the jungle by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. That's just bad idea all the way around. Oh, Nidalee spear. She doesn't have spear. Plus, yeah, she's AP. Okay, so we do have an AP Nidalee. That's always exciting. We do have another Shaco. Oh my god, I fucking love Shaco. He's still one of my favorite champions to this day. Support Elise, maybe? Yes. Support Elise. She does have her stun. She has the spiders to walk behind her to block skill shots that could be coming from Misfortune. Not really. To absorb the double up, maybe. That's really all I can think of, to be honest. That would really be beneficial there. It's a very interesting choice, actually. Is Malphite going top? Yes, Malphite will be going top, while Riven goes mid. Definitely a champion I have not seen in the mid lane at all. Going to reset that golem. Great job by the red team being able to reset that. That's going to delay them a little bit, possibly force them to take a little bit extra damage. Red team is aware that the blue team has a ward in this brush. They did not ping it out though, so Shaco will not know, but Shaco just has so many different ways of ganking that it's going to be difficult for them to really do much of that. Whoa, Shaco, somebody's pinging out the wraiths. Don't exactly know what for. There's nothing there. I mean, there is a trap there, but that's, yeah, there's nobody there. I don't exactly know what they were trying to signal there. And that's one of the hard things about solo queue. If your pings aren't obvious, it's kind of difficult to interpret it, because it may seem obvious to you, but it's not obvious to other people. Oh, nice job. Elise actually doing quite a bit of damage. A beautiful stun. Going down on Taric, switching into spider form, and holy cow, Taric takes a ton of damage. Now, the support Elise is actually doing pretty good. I can get down with the support Elise. I can get down with it. I can get down. I didn't expect it to be good whatsoever, but we'll see how good it does in the long run. I'm still a tad bit worried about it. Oh, she does get stunned and shattered. That is going to be a lot of damage. She may go down. The flash flashes right through the stun, but Vayne, is she going to be able to pick up the kill? Yes, she will. Oh, Taric is going to back off and not follow through on picking that up herself. Or himself. Taric's a girl. Makes me laugh. But wow, that was a pretty good exchange. Didn't really go exactly to plan, but it did go definitely in favor of the blue team. So Miss Fortune is going to have a little bit of an advantage just because she did get that first blood, so that's going to, you know, give her that little bit of extra gold advantage. Either way, both ADs did get the kill, and that's really what's important. Taric's going to end up going back, and wow, Nidalee is getting a lot of damage front-loaded onto her from this Riven. Is Riven going to be able to get this stun up? That is the next question. No, she is not. Broken Wing's not quite up. She's taking a ton of damage from these minions. Had to back off. Ends up going down lower than Nidalee. Nidalee does have a ton of health potions to survive in that lane, as well as her heal when needed. Oh, Elise coming in. She is in spider form. That is going to do a lot of damage. She goes with the repel. Is she going to go? No, she will back away. She was super, super low, and that could have been a really bad idea. Vayne taking a ton of damage from her ass. Miss Fortune is such an early lane bully. She's a very, very, very good lane bully. And I don't really expect them to... I didn't expect them to go aggressive, the red team. I don't expect them to go aggressive just because MF is so powerful early game that it's almost, I wouldn't say futile, but it's very, very, very risky to try to exchange with a Taric Miss Fortune because they just have so much damage. Taric has a stun shatter, the Shatter Dazzle combo, which is ridiculous. It reduces the opponent's armor. Your team still has the armor aura. It's just overall really, really good. It will stun them, put them in place so that Miss Fortune can get a nice full length and make it rain on them if she really wants to do it, even though it doesn't do that much damage. But that with the impure shots and double up. Shaco coming in for a gank, a nice exhaust, but a cleanse going down. That is going to be a fear after the cleanse, and this is going to be a very, very dead Miss Fortune. And now we could have a little bit more damage. Silver Bolt's coming out, and it's not going to be enough. Shatter comes back up to help with it. Lee Sin is going to back off since Hecarim got spotted out by this ward here in the jungle, or the river. Oh, but in the meantime, wow, the level 6 Riven initiate. Pretty standard stuff coming out. Nidalee is not even close to level 6. Oh, Riven did the flash stun, and that was a beautiful play. She's going to get out of there with absolutely no problems. The Ignite actually being used by Nidalee is going to put that on cooldown. Riven should be able to go back pretty easily. and just she's actually just gonna free farm. Continue to push out this wave. She's significantly ahead in CS now. Hecarim is possibly going to engage directly onto the Shaco. Is the fear gonna go off? No, it will not. It will only hit a minion, and they're gonna officially back off after Hecarim ends up taking out the wraiths of the opposing jungle. Very disappointing. Shaco's not really been able to show much of a lane presence, and wow, bottom lane have absolutely rips apart. Let's see what happened here exactly. There's always crazy stuff transpiring. Oh, a big initiate. They don't have Taric, and that's why they did it. But wow, Misfortune is doing so many auto attacks, and just, oh man, I don't know if she was critting. I don't think she has any crits. But yeah, 0. That was a lot of damage. Definitely no way Vayne can just exchange with her. Definitely did not work out the way Vayne had planned it out. I don't exactly, again, I don't know what they're trying to accomplish by going really aggressive. I mean, they did get a kill exchange earlier on, and they were able to pick up another kill with Shaco around, but I just don't think it's a good idea to continue to put up that aggression. She's just way too powerful early on in the game, and feeding her kills is not going to be the way to mitigate that. Shaco in the meantime going for blue buff. Riven gets caught up by a beautiful Nidalee trap, and wow, once again bottom lane, MF is able to pick up a kill. And is she going to go down to Vayne? That is the next question. We could get a stun. Oh yes, barely getting that kill. Oh, Vayne, is she going to be able to get out of there? Daseul coming out and giving the kill to Riven. Boom. Just one little pokey. Gonna be a really easy pickup. Shaco donating that blue buff to Nidalee. Nidalee definitely needs it, but Nidalee is so far behind. She's finally at level 6 now, so she's able to kind of come back and farm a little bit. That is gonna help her lane significantly. So as long as she can keep that up, that will help her come back, hopefully. She's 2 kills behind, as well as almost 20 CS at this point. As far as top lane goes, Malphite is down by about 16 CS, able to put on a little bit more harass than Lee Sin is able to put on, but it's not going to be too big of an issue. Let's see if I can get back to live here. We have 2 jumpy champions. Oh, now we have a beautiful ultimate combo between... Wow, that was a great job. Beautiful double kill by Hecarim, and Malphite did just barely get out of that fight. But that unstoppable force in conjunction with the onslaught of shadows, the onslaught of unstoppable force. Just a very good combo, and neither of those champions can be stopped in the middle of that. They're both unable to be CC'd, unable to stop that, so you can't just not hit them with it. So it's a really, really good initiation. Just all of a sudden you have 2 phenomenal initiations back to back. You have a beautiful knockup from the unstoppable force, and then you have the terrify coming out from the onslaught of shadows, which a lot of people don't know. It's actually a little bit different than fear, because fear kind of sends you in a random pattern, but the terrify actually sends you running away from them in a specific pattern from where you hit them. And so yeah, if you're not exactly sure on how that mechanic works, I definitely recommend you look it up. And that's kind of what makes Hecarim a little bit more viable than, I guess you would say, Shaco or some of the other fear champions. Fiddlesticks, I think, is maybe the only other one. Oh, I think it's horror. Do they flee in horror? Let's see. Yes, just flee. It doesn't even say specifically. Wow, a lot of damage going to be coming out with this ghost, but the slow on Lee Sin, that is definitely going to help, and Lee Sin's going to be able to get out of that just in the nick of time. I don't know who Nick is, but apparently he's always on time, and that's all that matters. And in the meantime, wow, as Lee Sin's being completely backed off from this tower, the blue team is going to be able to pick this up, or at least do an insane amount of damage to it. And that's going to be very useful for them. Nidalee, on the other hand, is she going to be roaming to this bottom lane? It's very possible, since they're pushed up so much, they could have a nice little engage. But oh, nice ward coming out from TF. Ooh, very nice attempt trying to get the spear off, but not quite going to be enough for them. And this could be... I don't believe they'll tower dive this Nidalee. Nidalee is just so mobile that it's very difficult to catch up to her. Riven is probably one of the only champions that can catch up to her in a short term. With additional CC from Hecarim, I believe it's possible to kind of just shut her down, lock her down. She is still kind of squishy. She only has 1100 health. So we'll see what happens. Definitely does not have enough AP. She ended up getting a Glacial Shroud first, which is a really interesting pickup to get, especially first. Oh, up on top, Lee Sin is trying to go 1 versus 1 head-to-head against the Malphite. Malphite's just tanking it out like nobody's business. They really just don't care about each other right now. They're not doing enough damage for it to really matter. They know that the junglers are nowhere near them, so they're not going to go real crazy. Hecarim, in the meantime, coming around from the back there, pinging off for this red team. And a nice condemned onslaught of shadows is going to come out. It's going to land on both of them. And the ultimate follow-up from Misfortune isn't really going to land. Oh, a nice flash so Vayne can get away. And that was exactly what they needed. But blue team is now pinging off for Dragon. If they can pick up this Dragon, that is going to push them even further into the lead. But this is going to be real bad. Oh, man. Nidalee flashes and then pounces. Tries to get away. Tries to get towards that Shaco so you can fear with the box, but the ultimate from Riven is just a little bit too powerful for her to withstand. That is going to be a nice dragon for the blue team. They're officially up by about 6,000 gold, and in the meantime, Malphite is possibly going to take this top tower. Dun, 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 dun. Finally back up to live. And wow, that was another tower going down in mid lane. So bottom, mid, and dragon. Ooh, that's a big chunk that the red team just got behind. And I don't know how they're going to be able to adapt to this. Because typically what happens is you start losing the game gradually. And when that happens is that the game gradually gets worse and worse and worse for you. So sometimes you just try to do the same thing over and over and over again, and you just kind of hope you get that crit that you needed, or hope you get that, the second level ultimate that you wanted, or get that level 9. Oh, a beautiful spear coming out from Nidalee, but the flash from MF is going to be enough for her to get away. But yeah, sometimes you just want to make that one little tiny change that hopefully will give you the edge in the next fight. But in these particular cases where you lose 2 towers and dragon and give the other team like 3 kills, is so dangerous to just go right back into that team fight. You have to gauge their presence. You have to gauge the damage that they're doing at this point in time, because each member of that team basically just got 1,000 gold, and that 1,000 gold could have finished that BF sword, could have finished that Bloodthirster even. It looks like what happened with Riven. But it could have done so much. They could have got a giant spell with that extra gold. So many things they could have done that could have drastically changed that. Regardless, just because you got that one item doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be able to compete with them now, because they got that extra 1,000 gold that you do not have. Nice try by Nidalee, just kind of throwing out the spears, probing for a little bit of damage. Elise and Malphite is still up top. They're just throwing on the shields for themselves, doing as much as they can, but it's really not much. Lee Sin has some health regen, and some, yeah, that's lifesteal. Very interesting build coming out from Lee Sin. I did not expect that whatsoever, but wow, we have a huge engage coming in here. Shaco is going to do as much damage as he can to this Riven. Riven is going real ham. Oh, MF is able to pick it up with a double up, and they're going to go directly onto the second middle tower. And oh, Lee Sin is getting completely pinched. That ultimate is going to pop it up real easy. Hecarim ends up stealing that kill, or securing it. I apologize. And poke. That is going to be a lot of damage. MF is getting pretty low, but she's going to safely get out of there. Taric's there for the heals for a nice little Daseul. And so MF isn't in really any need.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
That is going to be another tower down in favor of the blue team. That's 3 towers to 0, and holy cow, I just missed an epic fight in mid apparently. I didn't see this coming. So what just happened here? As I saw was the ultimate from MF come up. Oh, Riven coming up, a nice Daseul. Yeah, that is going to be a beautiful, beautiful bullet time. I just want to call it spray and pray because that is the definition of spray and pray. At least when Twitch spray and prays, it's a logical shot. It shoots at people. MF is way more of a spray and pray champion. But bullet time also makes sense because it's just like a million bullets. But it makes me laugh that it's a lot more of a spray and pray. It's like she has a noob tube and she's just chunking it down. Very worried about the red team right now. I don't exactly know what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to come together as a team because they're still split up quite a bit. Amongst all the lanes, they're really not doing too much. Shaco has the wriggles. He's just trying to farm, pretty much just split pushing at this point as much as possible. Trying to get the creeps so that he can buy some nice items. The Wriggles Lantern with the Berserker Greaves are definitely going to help. The Dagger with the Brawler's Gloves is a very interesting combo, but wow, Lee Sin could be in a really bad position. He's very, very low. One more hit, and yes, that is going to be the last tick of Ignite. Nice job by Malphite. Going to be able to get that Unstoppable Force, and that is a double up for the kill. Nice spear coming out, and this is just going to be a fake Shaco clone. Everybody knows that. They decided to kill it anyway just because they wanted the extra 25 gold. And Elise, being the support champion that she is, doing quite a bit of damage. Double up landing on both of them. And wow, that is going to be a ton of damage. Hecarim's doing a lot. The Repel now going out, trying to juke around. The Daseul coming out, and she is definitely going to go down. Yes, Elise does end up falling to the Misfortune. But Misfortune now is tower aggro, but easily going to be able to disengage that. Wow, this is going to be a 19-minute inhibitor. Very, very dangerous. Red team is not enjoying this game right now. They're already 11,000, almost 12,000 gold behind. And it's not even 20 minutes into the game. It's just a very dangerous situation to be in. Dragon is back up. I don't know if the blue team is going to go for it or not. I would assume they may. Yeah, it looks like they may just go for it now. Just because they can. There's no real reason for them not to. Oh. Nidalee actually ends up getting that Iceborne Gauntlet. Very nice pick. Spear coming out. Shaco coming in. He's going to go down almost instantly, but he's able to deceive out of the way just in time. 2 members of the blue team coming out, but now Nidalee is going to easily get chasing down. They are just kiting like crazy at this point. Nidalee ends up shutting down the killing spree. But wow, Riven does so much damage right now. Are they going to be able to stop that onslaught that Riven's doing? Lee Sin is so close to dead. It does end up falling. And oh man, this is super dangerous. Spear almost lands, but not quite. That could have been really dangerous for the Riven. But she's going to easily be able to tank this. And ooh, a nice spear landing directly onto this Misfortune, and she's getting chased down like crazy. One more. Oh no, she's at 50 HP, and Nidalee ends up dying for it. Doesn't get the kill. Oh man, that is very disappointing. If only she had red buff, that would have been great. Elise, I don't know if she's going to be able to get it. She's slowed down, and Unstoppable Force is going to be able to pick up that kill with the ground slam. Beautiful job. In the meantime, the blue minions are able to take out that inner top tower. Gonna provide them with even more of a gold lead as well as Dragon. And geez, they're up by 12,000 gold. And Taric just messing around at this point. And I think Shaco is just kind of dying to minions. That was kind of scary. I was scared. But yeah, I think they pretty much gave up at this point. They're not really trying anymore. It's almost impossible to come back from a deficit like this, so I understand what they're going through. I always have the firm belief of never giving up. because it's that time that you give up that you just don't get better. You don't learn anything after that. And it's like, just because you're losing and your team is just losing doesn't necessarily mean you cannot outplay them. Playing with the handicap is a really good way of getting yourself better. Oh, a nice bullet time going through the wall, hitting quite a few members from the red team. But, oh, nice heal. Gonna get up, Elise gets the stun. And Hecarim is caught out all by himself. Misfortune is now just going real ham. That's so scary. Can't believe she's going all by herself. Stun coming out from Elise. She's actually nailing quite a bit of those stuns. Those cocoons are doing very, very good. It's just not really doing anything useful quite yet. Shaco is going to pop his ultimate, not really do too much. Wow, the ultimate is, yeah, definitely going to have issues. Ooh, this could be really bad. That is going to be an instant kill. Boom. Taric picks up the kill. Spear does quite a bit of damage. Oh no, this could be the end. Yes, that is the end. Vayne picks up that kill. That is going to be a great pickup for Vayne. She's now 1-6-4. That shutdown is going to help her quite significantly. The blue team is getting very overconfident, and that's why they're kind of giving up the lead that they have. Well, they haven't given it up. I mean, they're still up. But the red team, oh man, if they can actually take down this Baron, that is going to be the very first step into coming back in this game. The ultimate from Vayne is already down. She's not going to have it for this fight, and that is dangerous. The blue team is here, and are they going to Unstoppable Force? That's the question. Yes, Unstoppable Force coming out with the ground slam, doing a ton of damage. Vayne ends up flashing through the wall. Taric picks up the kill, and wow, the exhaust. Bam. Nidalee ends up picking up a kill. Repel now going down. Going to try to juke, but definitely not going to be enough. Ends up flashing, holy cow. And the box down going down. Is he going to get the fear off before she dies? No, she will not. Unfortunately, it died too quickly. Now the blue team is going directly onto the Baron, as they should. But Shaco's here, and Shaco has the smite. That smite is going to be useful. Ooh, he is spotted out by the Make It Rain. They do have a ward there. This could be very dangerous if he's able to steal it. Oh my gosh. Oh, he does take it! Even smited too soon. Both of them smited too soon. And wow. Maeve got shut down, but everybody on his team got Baron, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, everyone on the team got Baron. Oh, wait, Elise? Did Elise get it? Elise did not. Wow. Okay, so Elise didn't get Baron, but everybody else has it, and that is going to help a lot. I mean, they're only down by 10k now. It's still a lot, especially at 24 minutes. But they were 12k gold behind at 18 minutes, 19 minutes. So over 5 minutes, they were able to get back 2k of that, which is something. It's a start. It's definitely not amazing, but it's a start. They haven't lost any Nexus towers. They haven't lost any other inhibitor towers besides that one. So there's still, I want to say a chance? I guess there could be a chance. It's so unlikely. It's very improbable that it would happen. With this kind of gold deficit, it's so unlikely that it happens. I think I've only seen it a handful of times maybe, including tournaments and just solo queue games. If you're down by 10k at 20 minutes, it's ridiculously difficult to come back. Vayne rocking the 3, 6, and 5 now, but MF is 6, 4, and 10. Vayne is finally up in CS. That is going to help her team a lot since she's up. Lee Sin is also up on his side. Nidalee isn't actually that far behind herself. Shaco's pretty far behind. He has that static shift. He's able to take on that tower. That is going to help significantly. Lee Sin is trying to protect this inhibitor from going down again, but wow, Shaco is just going to continue to split push that entire time. The repel now going down. That could be dangerous. A nice dragon kick. And oh man, that is not going to be good. The onslaught of shadows coming out. The unstoppable force now coming out with a combination of bullet time, and that is a very dead red team. 2 members of the red team going down in that particular fight. Shaco in the meantime is going to be pushing another tower, but this is going to be the first Nexus tower going down. and possibly second one. Yeah, that is very, very bad. Hecarim picks up another kill, and that is a 3-for-0 exchange. 2 Nexus towers, and they are on the Nexus. Most likely they'll be able to finish this one up pretty quickly. The Ignite now going down, and bam. Very, very interesting game. So, the red team showed a lot of fortitude. They didn't give up. It's like they started to mess around, but then somebody kind of rallied the troops and said, hey, come on, guys, we got this. We can put it back together. Pull it back, pull it back. And they started to come back. They were able to steal the Baron. They just weren't able to do anything. They weren't able to capitalize on it. Shaco did get 2 towers, almost a third one at the end with the inhibitor, but when you're that far behind, you can't really do a 4 versus 5 with your team. It's just not something that's probable, especially when your top lane is not doing all that great as far as kill-death ratio is concerned. He was dying a lot. He did get that Warmogs at the end, but it's just not going to be enough. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching the videos. That is going to be a congratulations sent out to the blue team and a GG to the red team. If you guys like the videos and you want to see more, please subscribe and like the videos. Anything you can do. I come out with daily content, so definitely useful. I was actually going to start a vlog on LCS, doing a prediction type thing, and possibly giveaways. I haven't really decided on that part quite yet, but I do have a lot of other stuff that's coming out soon. So if you want to see more content like this, please make sure to subscribe and like the videos. And thanks for watching, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.